Hi, everybody. Today I will be talking about something that I truly believe in. It's self discipline. So, when it comes to adults as well as children, self discipline is extremely important. Whenever I meet a lot of parents, and if they know my child and if they've seen her, one thing they talk about is a lot of self discipline. And I actually, this is one thing that I have worked with Zoe, not I, we have. Both her parents have worked with her on building this ability of her to be self disciplined. As an adult, we always feel that being self disciplined is extremely important, but we miss that out when we are raising our children. We want our children to be dependent on us completely and absolutely. We want to bubble wrap them, and magically, once they turn 18 or whatever age we believe they've grown up, we start making them conscious that you're not disciplined enough, you're not, you don't take care of your things, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, like everything, self discipline also needs time to develop. And it was a conscious decision thanks to my Montessori background, thanks to our belief as parents in the methodology that we wanted to instill self discipline in Zoe, and we have worked very hard for that. And here are a few things that we did when we, as parents, when we consciously wanted to build Zoe into a self disciplined adult. It's still a process that is going on, but we've come a long way, and that's one thing that I am quite happy about as a parent. One of the things. So, first thing you need is structure. You need the basic structure. I have said in many videos, and I'll say it again, a child needs structure, a child needs a schedule, a child needs time, a child needs a particular schedule in place. You don't have to be extremely rigid about it. You can be extremely flexible, but make sure you have a schedule in place. Like with Zoe, we are very flexible with her schedule, quite flexible, but her sleep time, her meal times when school was open, her school time, homework, now online classes, everything we planned with her, and she did develop that schedule. Can you believe me when I tell you that I have hardly had to work with Zoe when through the online classes, and this was when she was 9 when the classes started. She was not a very big girl, but she handled it beautifully, and years of hard work of ours, me and my husband's and Zoe's, worked because we always had a broad schedule in place as far as work is concerned. So that's the first point, having a schedule. Having rules is very important. Your house, your rules. Develop those rules or guidelines along with your child. We did that with Zoe. And have few rules, but have clear rules. That's very important. Be reasonable. Think about your child, their age, what is important, what can be overlooked, and then develop those rules. But rules are important, like a nice schedule is. So have that in place. We at times feel that children should be free, and we give them absolute freedom. But absolute freedom actually backfires when it comes to children. So have a few rules and have reasonable rules. When I talk about rules, I also talk about consequences and clarity. So when you have a rule that by 8:30 lights should be off, you have to complete your reading and you have to hit the bed and fall asleep. So that's a very clear rule in our house. You can't check your parents' phone. That's another clear rule in our house. So these rules are few, but they're very clear. You have to have your meals on the dining table with the family without the TV. Those rules are very clear, and we stick by it. And Saturday, Sundays mean no handheld gadgets. That rule is a new rule in our family. After the pandemic hit us, we decided on this. So all the rules are very clear. There's a list actually which is put up on the fridge, and we keep on adding or deleting based on how things are moving ahead. So, but most of the rules have been very clear since the beginning, right? So that is very important. You yourself have to be a good role model. If I tell my daughter, who's now 10, that you can't be on your phone 24/7, these are the time limits, I as a parent also should be able to cut my online time, my phone time. And she knows, my daughter knows especially, that when mama is on phone, she's doing her work, because she's seen what I do on my phone. So she doesn't have a problem. But they're very smart. If she sees my husband on phone, then she says that it's not your phone time, please get off. So you have to be a good role model. No matter how many times you tell your child, do this, don't do this, they will not listen till the time they see the same thing happening or not happening around them. Appreciate good behavior. I always tell Zoe, since the past 1 year, more than 1 year now, schools have been closed and online classes have been going on. I always make a point to tell her, Zoe, you have made us proud that you single-handedly handled all your online classes. She did get overwhelmed. She did get confused. Everything was going online, and she was a child with limited online access. Even today, we have sort of been flexible as far as her screen time is concerned, but she's not interested. That's because she's someone who loves to read, who loves to go out and play in person, mingle with people. And she's not someone who will just sit on the couch and just enjoy a good movie or a series for a long time. It was just an initial phase where she enjoyed it, but appreciate good behavior. I like that you're sleeping on time and you didn't change that even though we have online classes. I like how your homework doesn't remain pending. You finish it, you get it done, and quality of your homework is very good. If her teacher says something good, I appreciate, and I tell her that. If there is some negative remark, which in Zoe's case thankfully have not been a lot, then I tell her that as well. Obviously, as children grow, they face a lot of problems. What we do as parents to protect them, we try and solve their problems for them. But that is not how it works. If you want to develop, if you want to bring out self-discipline in your child, you help your child deal with problems. Don't deal with his or her problems on your own. You're not leading his life. Your child has to lead his or her own life. So that's very important that you understand this. Another thing is you have to be disciplined. I'm very particular about my workout now, about my meal times, about my work, everything. So I don't like pending my work or procrastinating a lot. And Zoe sees that. My husband is very particular about following COVID rules. In fact, all of us in our homes are. Her mask doesn't even come off even if we are in the car. So she's so particular. My husband is very particular when he meets with people and he promises them something and he has to do that. He's to meet a deadline. That is what she sees. So you have to be disciplined yourself. Whatever way you're doing, whatever you're doing, you have to be disciplined. There are times, especially in lockdown, when I have to go to school for some meeting or for some classes. Zoe stays at home. Initially, she did a little bit, Mom say, please, I don't want to stay alone and blah, blah. But I told her, Zoe, this is my job. I cannot take it lightly and I'll come back at this time, and I was back at that time. Now she understands. Right? She does know that I will not take my work lightly, and similarly, she doesn't take her responsibility lightly. Create a positive environment at home. Even though you put in your 100%, there will be times that they miss out on something, they forget something. Don't shun them. Question the action. Don't question the person who does it. It's very important. It's very simple. So if she forgets to submit her homework, which is very rare in Zoe's case, if she forgets that anyway, we tell her, Zoe, this is not done. and you have to finish your homework before you do anything else. And we talk it out to her. This is our tone as I'm talking to you. We don't say, you're good for nothing, you can't do your homework, you don't even remember such a small thing. We don't say all that. We create a very positive environment at home. Trust your child. If she's saying that she'll do it at a point in time, trust them. Give them some understanding, some space to show that they'll be able to do. Obviously, if they are not able to fulfill their promise, then you can speak to them nicely, but do not lower your trust in your child. Give them choices. I've spoken a lot about choices in my previous videos also, and here again, choices are important because it helps them develop their decision-making skills and help them make self-disciplined also. Check your reaction. As I said, positive language. Check your reaction. That's very important. In the morning only, we used glass bottles, and she dropped a glass bottle by mistake. It was broken, and she came to me and told me, and she was like, I don't want to tell Fizzy because he might shout. And I said, let's see. And she went and told my husband, and my husband said, did you do it purposely? She said, of course not. Then he said, okay, but be careful next time. So that's how the conversation goes. So that fear shouldn't creep in. I'll repeat the points again quickly. So number 1 is give structure to them. Number 2, have rules, have reasonable rules. Number 3, have clarity around those rules and have consequences which are age appropriate. Number 4, be a good role model. Number 5, appreciate good behavior. 6, help your child solve his or her own problems. Don't solve his or her problems for him. Be disciplined, number 7. Positive environment is number 8. Trust your child is number 9. Number 10 is choices. Give them choices, and you will be working on building a self-disciplined child, and the future people in the future will thank you for that. So hope you like this. My name is Falak. I'm a parent coach, a Montessori directress, a happiness and wellness coach, a child counselor. I work with parents, with children, with people in general, and I love working with children in my school. Keep rethinking parenting. Keep rethinking your relationship with your children. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay secure. Here's me signing off. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.